This problem can be a little challenging. You'll be using the rectangle tool and the text box tool to help create a model that represents the problem. The problem says the length of a rectangular deck is 4 times its width. If the deck's perimeter is 30 feet, what is the deck's area? I would start out with a rectangle to represent the rectangular deck. It tells you that the perimeter is 30 feet. So I would make that clear by saying P equals 30 feet. Now the length of the rectangular deck is 4 times its width. Now it might be very challenging to come up with the dimensions right now, let alone the area, but one way to do this is to think of the perimeter being 30 feet. You know that 2 of the sides, when added together, will be half of this perimeter. So that means that if I add 2 of the sides together, I will get 15 feet. In other words, I can start making a list of all the different dimensions that when added together gives me 15 feet. For example, I might say 1 foot by 14 feet. When I add these two numbers together, that's 15, which is half of 30. If I was to double that, I would get a perimeter of 30. This means that 1 foot by 14 feet has a perimeter of 30. I can come up with another possibility, 2 feet by 13 feet, which also has a perimeter of 30, because when 2 plus 13 is added together, that gives me 15, which is half of 30. I'm going to continue this list until I've come up with all the different possibilities. Notice all these dimensions, when just the first dimension and the second dimension is added together, gives me 15. Now these are all the possible rectangles that have a perimeter of 30 feet. I know that one of these is going to be the answer. So I'm going to go one by one using my line tool and cross it out if I know that the length of the deck is 4 times its width. In other words, if these two numbers cannot be related with a multiplicative comparison of 4 times, then I know that can't be the answer. For example, 1 foot by 14 feet can't possibly be the answer, because 1 times 4 does not give me 14. I'm going to continue going through this list until I find one that does relate with 4 times its width, and then I will label the rectangle with that dimension, and that will help me come up with the area of the deck.